Tesla Cybertruck spotted in New Zealand for winter testing. Tesla Cybertruck was spotted in New Zealand, probably for winter testing. This may be final testing just before the start of deliveries. Cybertruck prototype spotted in New Zealand. Tesla Cybertruck was spotted in New Zealand. The truck was covered with a soft protective cover, so it was not possible to see it well. In fact, only part of the wheels and general outlines were visible. The Cybertruck was seen unloading from the plane. The 2-second video was posted by user Model AZ on the Cybertruck Owners Club forum on Sunday. Cybertruck undergoes further winter trials. Tesla is believed to have brought the truck in for final winter testing before production starts. The description of the video says that the manufacturer will ship Cybertruck to the Southern Hemisphere proving grounds. It is an international automotive testing facility located in the Cardrona region of New Zealand. It is the only one of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere, so it is constantly used by car companies from around the world. Final tests before production. This is not the first time Tesla has conducted Cybertruck winter tests. Earlier, the company reported it was testing the track at its test site in Alaska. However, with production approaching, Tesla is likely to be conducting its final round of cold climate testing. Production of Cybertruck is scheduled for the near future. The first deliveries are scheduled for the end of 2023. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla Supercharging network has 2,000 stations in North America. In recent days, the Tesla Supercharging network expanded to over 1,000 stations in Europe. While in North America, the number reached 2,000 this month. We are not sure what the current number is for China, but it was over 1,500 at the end of 2022. 10,000 individual stalls. And sooner rather than later should also reach 2,000 stations. Globally, Tesla already has more than 5,000 fast charging stations. And considering over 45,000 individual stalls as of April 9 and in the next few months, we should hear about another major milestone of 50,000 stalls, potentially in early Q3 2023. According to the manufacturer, the North American part of the Supercharging network, which is compatible with the NACS charging connector, is dispensing enough energy monthly for up to 500 million miles of driving. We are then talking about a level of 120 to 160 gigawatt-hours GWH of energy per month. Depending on the average energy usage and whether we include charging losses or not. Because Ford and General Motors announced the switch to Tesla's North American charging standard NACS charging connector in North America in 2025. As well as NACS adapters for CCS1 compatible cars to get access to the Tesla Supercharging network in 2024. We might see a significant boost in new installations next year. Separately, Tesla is opening the Supercharging network to other vehicles CCS1 compatible through its Magic Dock, a built-in CCS1 adapter. In Europe, things are simpler because Tesla uses CCS2 compatible charging connector. So there is no necessity for adapters when opening the network. All those things are expected to gradually attract more non-Tesla EV users to the network, increase its usage and prompt the installation of more and more stations. The number of Tesla Supercharging stations globally. Europe, 1,000 as of June 16, 2023. North America, 2,000 as of June 3, 2023. Globally, 5,000 as of May 1, 2023. Source: reposted and summarized from Mark Kane at Inside EVS. Tesla Cybertruck wearing camo wrap spotted again as production inches closer. The first ever camouflaged Tesla Cybertruck prototype that did the rounds on the internet last week is back. with several new sightings in Palo Alto, California being posted on Twitter in the last few days. It's still unclear why Tesla decided to use a camouflage wrap on this particular mule, as it never applied this tactic in the past, instead relying on traditional black covers or a different body altogether bolted on the new underpinnings. However, it's another indication that the American EV brand is doing everything it needs to do to put the much-anticipated zero-emissions truck into production later this year. After multiple delays, a Cybertruck prototype was even flown to New Zealand recently, presumably to take part in the final round of cold weather testing at the Southern Hemisphere Proving Grounds (SHPG), before the deliveries start sometime in the third quarter. The spotted prototype doesn't seem to be any different from other camo-less mules spotted previously, rocking the same development purposes: black wheels, huge single wiper, and triangular side mirrors. Tesla CEO Elon Musk even chimed in on a couple of tweets, replying with "Good thing we used camo lol" to the initial batch of photos showing the covered Cybertruck and with "It's a tradition" to a video showing the development crew taking the pickup to the In North Out Burger drive-thru. The Austin-based EV brand unveiled its first ever pickup in November 2019, when Musk announced that the base rear-wheel drive variant will have a starting price of $39,900, while the all-wheel drive versions would start at $49,000. In the meantime, the company has removed all pricing and technical information from its official website, leaving potential customers to wonder how much the finished product will actually cost. Although Tesla is yet to reveal any new info on the Cybertruck, previous sightings and leaks indicate that the all-electric pickup will come with all-wheel drive, adaptive air suspension, and rear-wheel steering, as well as the firm's latest hardware 4 autopilot computer. Source: reposted and summarized from Yulia Nistrin at Inside EVS. See thousands of Tesla EVs bound for Canada waiting in Shanghai port. A huge fleet of Tesla Model Y and Model 3 EVs appears to be on its way to North America, according to footage from a recent drone flyover video that shows at least 3,000 cars waiting at the Shanghai South Port in Shanghai. The video, which was published on the Wu-Hua YouTube channel yesterday, has a description that says the neatly parked cars were wearing a CA mark, which presumably means Canada, where Tesla has recently started importing cars from China in a bid to prioritize American-made vehicles for the U.S. market, where both the Model 3 and Model Y are eligible for the $7,500 IRA tax credit. In Canada, EVs made anywhere in the world can benefit from countrywide and local incentives, so importing the cheapest variant of the crossover from China makes sense, as it doesn't affect the customers financially. Currently, the Model 3 RWD, Model 3 Long Range AWD, Model Y RWD, and Model Y Long Range AWD qualify for the federal $5,000 Canadian ISV incentive. Interestingly, though, it looks like Tesla China is not allotting the production from the second half of a quarter to the domestic market, as it usually does, and instead cranking out export-bound Model Y and Model 3 units. As previously reported, the made-in-China Model Y all-wheel drive long-range sold in Canada is equipped with a smaller 79 kWh battery pack made by LG, compared to the US-made Model Y, which has an 82 kWh pack from Panasonic. This results in a shorter driving range of 309 miles (497 kilometers), whereas the Fremont-made model can travel up to 330 miles (531 kilometers) on a full charge. However, as pointed out by Drive Tesla Canada, the LG-made packs offer better performance in cold weather and degrade slower than the Panasonic-made units. Rumors of a made-in-China Tesla Model Y first surfaced in November 2022. But Elon Musk quickly denied the Reuters report that said Shanghai-built EVs will be exported to the United States. Fast forward to April of this year, though, and the American EV brand started shipping rear-wheel drive crossovers to Canada, followed by all-wheel drive long-range units. The Model 3 was added to the Canadian inventory in May. Source: reposted and summarized from Yulia Nistrin at Inside EVS. Tesla Model Y second only to Ford F150 as best-selling vehicle in U.S. The Tesla Model Y continues its triumphant march through the sales charts. After ending the first quarter of 2023 as the world's best-selling passenger car, the Model Y has continued its spectacular sales growth in the United States as well. Data from Experian picked up by Automotive News show that Tesla's best-selling model doubled registrations to 127,541 in the first 4 months of 2023 over last year. Remarkably, the Model Y was the second most popular vehicle of any kind in the U.S. after only the Ford F150 pickup truck, which posted almost 240,000 sales during the period. That means the Model Y is now outselling popular cars and SUVs like the Toyota Camry, Honda CR-V, Nissan Rogue, Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, Honda Accord, and others that have dominated the sales charts in the past. Remarkably, the Model Y accounted for more than half of Tesla's total registrations during the period, which stood at 211,842. The EV maker's second best-selling vehicle was the Model 3 with 72,259 registrations, up 28% over last year. Together, the Model Y and Model 3 accounted for almost 200,000 registrations out of Tesla's 211,842 total. The Model X crossover's registrations rose 15% to 8,216, while the Model S sedans fell 67% to 3,826. Tesla was by far the number one automaker in EV sales in January-April 2023, with its 211,842 registrations, up 52% year-over-year, which represent a 60.8% BEV market share. The competition is far behind, with Chevrolet second and Ford third with 24,689 registrations, 7.1% market share, and 17,167 4.9% market share, respectively. Despite Tesla's strong numbers, battery electric vehicles BEV as a whole made up just 7% of U.S. light vehicle registrations through April. New EV registrations totaled 348,258 through April, compared with just over 5 million for the entire light vehicle market. Still, BEV sales are on a clear upward trend compared to the 4.4% market share recorded in January-April 2022. With EV registrations growing 72% compared with the year earlier period. Tesla's results reflect CEO Elon Musk's comments earlier this year that he was willing to sacrifice profit for volume. The strategy seems to be working in the U.S., where Musk's annual growth target for Tesla of 50% has been met so far. The Tesla Model Y's sales results also suggest that Musk's forecast that the Model Y will be the world's best-selling passenger car by overall volume in 2023 has a high chance of becoming reality. The record registrations in the U.S. have a lot to do with Tesla's price cuts that have made the Model Y much more attractive for shoppers. For example, the electric crossover started at $67,440 with shipping at the end of 2022. Whereas now it has a starting MSRP of $49,380 with shipping before any state and federal tax credits and other incentives. Source: reposted and summarized from Dan Mihalascu at Inside EVS.